What's going on, guys? This is Devin Kripe, the greatest coach in the world with DC Health and Fitness, DC Fitness, and today we're talking about how to succeed, how to achieve your wildest dreams, anything you set your mind to, your grind to, your heart to, and you put in blood, sweat, and tears to. How do you actually succeed? Well, you gotta outwork the competition. See, so many people want to achieve big things. They want to reach all these goals, right? You want to make more money, you want to build a business, you want to drop the fat, drop the man tits, the love handles, right? You want to drop the fat, but are you actually going to outwork yourself, outwork who you were yesterday, outwork your lower self, the self that's just comfortable, the self that makes just self justifications why it's okay to be in the shape that you're in, the one that says, hey, it's okay to sleep in. Hey, you got to outwork that person. See, you got to think of this. Your competition is the man who is the full potential version of yourself, the best version of yourself, the man that outbeats you, that hits PRs, that wakes up earlier than you, that works longer than you. And the only time you beat that person, the only time you beat the best version of yourself is when you set a personal record, when you wake up earlier than you've ever woke up before, when you work longer hours than you've ever worked before, when you sell more houses, real estate agents, when you sell more houses than you've ever sold in a month before, when you make more money than you've ever made in a month before, you've ever made in a year before, when you lift more weight than you've ever lifted before on the bench, on the squat, on the deadlift, on the curl, on the overhead press, on the pull-ups. You did more pull-ups than you've ever done before. You did more push-ups or burpees than you've ever done before. That's the only time you beat the highest level of yourself, the best version of yourself. You play this mental game with yourself and it pushes you to greatness. It pushes you to your full potential. See, you got to outwork your lower self. You got to outwork who you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. You constantly got to be better, do your job better, do more, be more, constantly focused on personal development, constantly focusing on how can I speak better? How can I do my push-ups better? How can I make my macros better, my diet better? How could I wake up earlier? How could I be more efficient? How could I make my systems better? How can I be better? You have to outwork the competition. See, if you're a real estate agent or you're a fitness coach or whatever career you're in, you're constantly in competition with everyone else in the business. So how many more Instagram lives are you going on? How many more YouTube videos are you making? How many more DMs are you sending? How many more doors are you knocking? How many more hands are you shaking? How much more are you networking? How much more are you doing? You kind of constantly have to outwork the competition. How can you make your content better? How can you constantly be better? Because you have to outwork the competition if you want to be the greatest, if you want to be the best, if you want to get what you truly deserve, if you want to get more, if you want to be more, if you want to provide more for your family, if you want to be lead more of that legacy, you want to make more of an impact, you want to make more income, you want to get in better shape. You want to have more energy. You want to overcome burnout. You want to overcome your insecurities. You want to be a ripped, confident beast and not a soft, weak bitch. Straight up. You either each moment you're either feeding the beast inside of you or you're feeding the bitch. You're either feeding the winner or you're feeding the loser. You're either feeding the person who's victorious or you're feeding the wimp, the loser inside of you. And you constantly want to choose continue because it builds a habit. It builds your identity of who you are when you constantly choose the beast, when you constantly choose the winner. And guess what? Momentum builds and you lead towards success. But this is in every area of life. This isn't just in your fitness and health. This isn't just with waking up early. This isn't just with macro nutrition. This isn't just with your workouts. This isn't just with that stuff. It's with your content, it's with your marketing, it's with your sales, it's with your business, it's with choosing to build a business instead of being self-employed. It's choosing to build a legacy instead of choosing not. It's choosing to be the bigger man. See, I had a client yesterday ripped me off, ghosted me, and it really didn't matter about the money he owed me. It really didn't because we balling, because we winning, and that stuff doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. The money he's not paying me, he ghosted me, he blocked me on all platforms, right? Retarded, right? Stupid, right? But the thing is the relationship he broke, right? Because I poured so much into this man and I've helped this man with so much that's what was the disrespectful, hurtful thing in a sense, because of how much value I provided, how much I helped this person, that he would do me like that he would break the relationship like that. It had nothing to do with the money, right? It has everything to do with the relationship. But in that moment, I could choose, like, honestly, I had leverage in a sense that I could choose to be the worst person or the bigger man. So you constantly want to choose to be the bigger man, right? That is a thing if you're going to choose to be a winner or be a loser, if you're going to be victorious or be a wimp, right? You want to constantly choose to be better, constantly choose to push forward. So you're facing who you were yesterday. You're facing who you were last week. See, Russ, the artist Russ, if you guys know him, has this great quote that it's not a quote that people quote that often, but I heard him say in an interview once a few years ago, and it stuck with me. I hate the feeling where I cannot allow my old self to outdo the new me. See, I will not, in any area of life, in my health, in my wealth, in my relationships, I will not let the old me, last week, last month, last year, a decade, however long, outdo the new me. When it comes to the wake up time, when it comes to discipline, when it comes to mindset, the self-belief, the communicational skills, the sales skills, the money in the bank, the clients I'm transforming, when it comes to fitness, I will not let the old me outdo the new me. I will never let that happen. I will never let that old me outdo the new me. See, the new me, the me today, the me tomorrow needs to be better than the man I am today, the man I was a week ago, the man I was a month ago, in every single area of life. When it comes to training, when it comes to PRs, when it comes to macros, when it comes to money, when it comes to communicational skills, when it comes to confidence, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to impact, when it comes to legacy, every single area of life. Every single area of life, you need to be constantly pushing for greatness, constantly pushing for your full potential. So you always got to pick that. And you got to outwork your self-doubt. See, a lot of you guys are you're self-doubting yourselves. Self-doubt, don't believe you can achieve your wildest dreams. Some of you guys don't have self-belief issues because you don't dream big enough. You don't dream a big enough that you want a bigger body. You want to drop body fat. You want to drop the man tits, the insecurities, the love handles. Stop being a fat ass. Stop being lazy. You're broke. You're soft. You're weak. No. So I mean, you need to dream bigger. How can I be more rich? How can I be more confident? How can I have more relationships? How could I be have a better network? How could I have more money? How can I make a greater legacy? How can I have a greater impact? You need to dream bigger, dream 2, 3, 4, 5 times bigger, set your goals 2, 3, 4, 5 times bigger. So that self-doubt does creep up, but you need to outwork that self-doubt. You need to outwork that self-doubt. You need to outwork the competition. You need to outwork your old version of yourself, who you were yesterday. You need to be disciplined. Track your macros better, hit your workouts better, do more contacts, do more content, whatever it may be. You constantly need to produce more, be more, do more, right? Because you are your greatest competition, the person you were a week ago, the person you were a day ago. And guess what? If you're in business, in any aspect of life, really, you're in competition with other men. You're in competition with other people. Who's going to get that client? Who's going to make that money? Who's going to make that legacy? Who's going to make that impact? Who's going to have that relationship? Who's going to have that network? Who's going to make that impact? You're in competition. So you better act like it. You're in competition with your old self. You're in competition with your self-doubt. You're in competition with the enemy. And you got to outwork that person. You got to outwork that person. You got to show up and show who you are, what you really made of, what you really made of. That's what you got to do. You got to show that. That's how you're going to succeed and achieve your wildest dreams. You best believe that's how it's done. You got to outwork your self-doubt. You got to outwork the competition. You got to outwork your lower version of yourself. You got to outwork your sins. You got to outwork it. You can. I bet I'm a testimony to it. You can do it. You can outwork the competition. You can go make that money. You could drop the man titties. You could drop the love handles. You could drop the fat. You could drop the porn, the weed, the alcohol, all the lower versions of yourself. You could drop all of that. If you will believe it, you can achieve it and you will succeed. You have to outwork the competition. You have to outwork your lower self. You have to outwork the bitch inside of yourself. You have to outwork all that stuff. Best believe you can achieve anything you put your mind to, your grind to, your blood, sweat, and tears to. You got to drop the man tits, drop the vices, drop the love handles, drop the belly fat, start the business, make the money, 2, 3, 4x your money. You could do it. You could do it. You best believe you can do it, guys. I believe you can. I know you can. You got this. All right. That's how you're going to succeed and believe and achieve your wildest dreams. You have to have that self-belief in yourself. You have to outwork the competition, everyone else that wants what you want. You have to outwork them. You have to outwork your lower self. You have to outwork the old version of yourself. You have to outwork your self-doubt and show, no, this is who I am. This is who I am. The world's not going to tell me who I am. I'm going to tell the world who I am. See, you're not going to tell me who I am. I'm going to tell you who I am. I'm Devin Krepp, the greatest coach in the world. You heard? DC Fitness. See, you got to tell yourself who you are, or the world's going to tell you who you are, or your mama, or society, or school, or your boss, or your job, or somebody else, a hater is going to tell you who you are. No, you tell you who you are. I'm the man. I'm the greatest coach in the world. My name is DC Devin Krepp, the greatest coach in the world. You heard? You know what's up? I am great. Anything you believe, anything you want to achieve, you can. If you don't have self-doubt, you're not dreaming big enough. But you got to outwork that self-doubt. You got to outwork the competition, because everyone that you want, everything that you want, a lot of people want to. A lot of people want that. But who's going to get it? It's going to be the man that's hungry enough to get it, that puts in the work to get it. You have to outwork who you were a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. You cannot let the old you outdo the new you. You can't outlet the version of yourself today outwork you tomorrow. The person you are tomorrow has to beat the person today in every single way. You have to outwork. Put in that work. If you want to succeed and achieve your wildest dreams, you best believe that's what you need to do. All right. That's the YouTube video, guys. That's the podcast with DC Health and Fitness. This is Devin Kreip, the greatest coach in the world. You heard the greatest coach in the world. Let me say that one more time. The greatest coach in the world. This is Devin Kreip. You can find me on all social media platforms at Devin Kreip, DEVENCRIPE. You can find me on all social media platforms. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe this YouTube video. You guys can find me at Devin Kreip on YouTube, DC Health and Fitness by Devin Kreip on Spotify, my podcast. And make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe this YouTube channel. DM me on Facebook or Instagram. Christmas, if you'd like to join my free 2-week Christmas challenge that I'm running to get you in the best shape of your life and step into your full potential this month to show up to the new year, the new you. DM me Christmas if you'd like to join this free challenge at Devin Kreip on Facebook and Instagram. You can DM me there. And then also make sure you click the links below. Click the links below for free value. I give you my How to Shred Fat instantly and get in amazing shape in 30 days or less course down below, links below, and then how to connect with me on all social media platforms. You also could fill out my coaching application and check out my website if you'd like to work with me directly on my one-on-one mindset, business, and high performance mentorship program, or my transformation program focusing on elite mindset, fitness, nutrition. You can fill out the coaching application below as well if you'd like to work with your boy and get guaranteed results and reach all of your dreams. All right. See you guys next time. God bless. Peace.